Live from beautiful Ohio, it's the OK Boomer podcast, featuring siblings, the real Jean and Laura.
Are we on?
Hello, everyone.
Wait.
Do you think we're on?
Are we on?
I don't know.
Did you hit start?
I pressed some red button. I'm not sure, but we're hoping for the best. Hello, I am Laura, and with me is my sister,
Jean. Hello, everyone. And we're
the OK Boomers.
High five, bring it in.
Yes, we are the Boomer Babes, as it were, and we're going to help you be you.
And I guess help us be us.
And help us be us. Boomers.
Right, and help our kids be
them. And the kids, all the kids be them.
And we're excited to...
This is our very, very first podcast. And we are looking at the boomer world from our boomer eyes. So there you go.
In Ohio.
In Ohio, yes.
Where are we at?
We are in Ohio.
Right. Round on the end.
High in the middle.
Okay.
Oh, that took me a second.
Yeah,
I was right there with you.
So when we say boomer world in Ohio, like what's going on in our boomer world? What were we thinking of? Like talking about, you like beauty.
Just everything, all kinds of things. I've actually listened to a lot of podcasts, and I just was talking with my sister and said, I think it'd be fun to just have a podcast where we can talk about beauty, life hacks, maybe trendy topics, what's going on in the world, but just more from a everyday boomer standpoint here in the Midwest. What do you think?
I think it's great, and I would like to hear more about you. You know a lot about remodeling and decorating. I mean, that's fun.
Oh, we're in the middle of that.
Yeah. Yes, and what we really have in common is we have millennial children.
We have lots of millennial children.
And
we love them. We love them dearly, and they clearly see the world from their sweet, darling millennial eyes.
And they say to us all the time, okay, boomer. So we've changed it, and we say, okay, boomer.
Yes,
right,
and we're fist bumping. You can't see us, but we are. So, right, from time to time in our podcast, we may talk about things that one of us has done. And if you hear the okay, boomer,
you know we horrified our children once again.
They were just terrified.
Let's look at our list. We're getting off track. Wait, is this the list?
Oh, sorry, that's my to-do list. I have to write everything down anymore.
So that's not a, where's our script list?
No, we have no idea.
Do you have your glasses on?
I can't find my glasses.
All right, okay.
I sort of just had a big birthday that, you know how that
You
goes.
did?
Yeah.
Oh. What do you think about big birthdays, people? You're a fan of them?
Do you want to celebrate them? I did not. I did not want to have any kind of big birthday party. I just said no. Just say no.
I know, you know what they say, though. Plenty of cake, plenty of candles, lots of cake.
Do they say that?
Yes.
Do they really?
Would you like that? Lots of cake?
I want the cake, but no candles.
I was thinking, actually, speaking of birthdays, I was thinking of just taking my birthday off Facebook.
Oh, that's a good idea. Can we do that?
I think so, but
we'd
have to ask our kids how to do it.
Yeah, we'll call our little millennials and say, what button do you press?
That way, I mean, I know everybody's nice and they write happy birthday and all those greetings, but it comes by so fast.
So fast. Faster and faster. So thanks, guys. You do not have to say happy birthday anymore.
All right, back to the list. So,
You could say, this is a little off track.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I like to lie to people about my age. Like if I'm in the grocery store and they're talking, I'll kind of mumble, oh, I'm so old, blah, blah, blah. And they'll say, well, how old are you? Sometimes I'll just go, well, I'm like 20 years older than I am. And then they look at you kind of like, wow, you look pretty good for your age. But
what you're saying, like what?
Well, like I just turned 60, so maybe I would say I'm 78. And they just kind of look at you like, really?
Okay, boomer. Yeah, that is an okay boomer.
But maybe it's the and I don't really use face creams. I don't know.
You don't. I was going to ask you what's your face cream.
I really don't. I use something called Simple Sugars.
All right.
She was on Shark Tank.
But she's not a sponsor.
No, this is no sponsor at all.
We don't have sponsors, actually.
We don't. We have zero.
All right. But anyhow, you're just telling this because you really
Because I love this product. It's Simple Sugars, and I use their foot cream, their peppermint foot scrub, which is supposed to get the calluses off your feet. but I like it for my face.
Wow.
And they warn you, do not put this on your face.
And
Yes,
little,
I
I
do.
know. See, that's the thing. We are children of the 60s
Yeah.
and 70s. That rebel in you.
Nothing is
That
gonna
rebel.
stop
You
us.
tell her, don't put it on your face. Boom.
I put foot cream on my
Boomers.
face.
Boom.
Yeah.
Well, I use like samples, hand cream samples on my face.
Interesting. So we have foot and hand on our faces.
Yeah.
Hand cream. Well, you look great.
That's why
so-
we're doing a podcast
All right.
and not a video.
Yeah. What do you guys use? Do you use like elbow cream on your face? I don't
Right.
know.
Or do you use like actually really swanky
Face cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'd like to know. That'd be a good
No.
thing. Let's tell us your face
That could be a
routine.
Christmas gift. Speaking of which,
Oh, yeah. It could be Christmas gifts. We're on the top of the
holiday
a
roller coaster.
Whee!
Oh gosh, do you guys feel like that when the holidays approach? We're about a week away.
From,
Thanksgiving.
yes.
Yeah. And
It's
joy.
partly fun and excitement at this point, right? Because you think, oh, I have
Partly
time.
fun.
I have time to hand make many loving.
Homemade Christmas cards and all that, which will never ever happen in my world. Somewhat terrifying. Somewhat that horrific feeling of I will never get everything done.
Yes, right. But
I
you
will-
want it. We all know the Christmas we want.
Yes,
Don't
but is
we?
it the Christmas we get?
Okay, Boomer, I have a question for you.
Yes, Jean.
Do you like to exercise?
Oh, that's a good question. Does
Be
anybody
honest.
really like to exercise? Yes, sometimes I do if it's in my own pace. I get a little nervous. I like to run.
Mhm.
I probably should say slow jog, but I like to do it in my own little world. That's where I listen to some podcasts. As I've gotten into different podcasts, I like to just go down the little path here we have in the Cauga Valley area, and I just kind of putz along at my own speed. But I don't like to feel like I have to run as fast as somebody else.
And I should just say, since we are broadcasting from Ohio and you mentioned Cuyahoga Valley, we are very blessed to have a national recreation area.
That's true. We are one of
Cauga Valley.
I just researched this. I could be very wrong, but there's only so many national parks in the entire United States. So I think we're one of the few, maybe the only one in Ohio. So go Ohio.
It's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. So that is probably one of my favorite forms of exercise.
And maybe our listeners don't really know. What does Cuyahoga mean?
What does it mean? Cuyahoga
Hmm?
Valley National Park?
No, just
Cuy-
Cuyahoga.
I don't know. I should know this. Oh, I'm so old and I don't know. Go ahead. What's it mean?
Crooked.
Crooked River. Oh, the brain. I knew that. Oh, man.
Okay, Boomer. I think that gets an
That's definitely a negative.
okay,
Oh,
Boomer.
I'm sure. Probably my kids knew that. Oh, all
I
right.
wonder. We'll have to ask them.
Yeah,
That's a
we
good
will
thing.
ask
Try
them.
to remember to ask
Crooked
them when
River
we see
should
them.
always the older sister.
So
she
you
knows.
sound like you like
Yes.
to walk. Do you want to know what I like to do?
Yeah, sure. Do tell.
Yeah, okay. I like water aerobics.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It is very fun and I think very good for fitness, balance, cardio, good for the joints. Just a real positive. It really is.
I should maybe look into that because my joints have been a little achy lately.
Haven't you? Didn't you sign? What did you sign up for? You did sign up for something. You and your husband?
The gym.
The gym. You forgot already.
Perhaps I need more coffee this morning. Yes, the gym. We did. We just signed up for a gym that's like 10 minutes away. Thinking it's right where we drive by to all our errands all the time. You would think that would motivate us. Not sure if it has. So we finally got the gym owner is now doing personal training for us like once a week. And he's so kind. But I'm not sure we're doing the most intense exercises.
I'm proud of you. I'm
But
proud
we're doing
of
it.
you.
We're doing it. We're doing little stretchy things and sit-ups and your basic things. I think he looks at us amusedly. He's young.
And
Seems like the
pretty
wonderful.
ripped.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen him with it. Yeah, I'm sure he is. I mean, I've seen him with a
Did you,
see
speaking
him with
of
a
clothes,
shirt on, of course.
speaking of shirts, what do you wear? Did you buy new clothes?
Oh, heavens, no. No.
No?
I do not believe in cute exercise clothes.
Oh!
You got hot and sweaty, and why would, no.
Hmm.
No, I just throw on whatever I can find. I have actually, quite often, my go-to outfit is a tank tops, a collection of tank tops I got at Walmart probably about 10 years ago.
How lovely! In case we want to start
They just work beautifully
a
every
boomer
time.
collection.
Yes, yes.
I tend to use the giveaway T-shirts that they put on your chair when you go to a Cavs game.
Oh yeah,
Those are great.
Handy.
Yeah.
Those are real handy. I do have a lot of those. That's a good idea.
That's fun too. We'll talk about the Cavs sometime, but right now we're talking about our exercise. Do jigsaw puzzles count as exercise?
Of course, definitely.
Yes.
The exercise for the brain, nothing better.
I know. I love them. What size puzzles do you do?
Usually 1,000 piece, unless we just remodeled, so we had to downsize to a 500 piece because we had to fit it on our counter.
And what's the best part of doing a jigsaw puzzle? I want to see if you say the same thing I would say.
Oh my gosh, I just get me started on jigsaw puzzle. Gene, there are so many wonderful, wonderful life lessons. From a jigsaw puzzle.
All right, we have to stop and hear this. Okay, boomer life lessons.
So many. I feel like I should do a sermon on this. I'm not sure.
All right, people.
But my husband and I, we will, when we need, maybe life gets a little stressful or we just need some time away, the two of us, we go to our puzzle room. And we have
and put on your handcuffs.
Have the whips. Take it to the whip. No, we have it's our dining room. We have a big dining room table. We put the 1,000-piece puzzle, and it's so challenging. And you start the puzzle, you're excited. It's like starting a new project or a new job, anything new in your life. It's that thrill of putting the corners, the outline together. You look for all the straight edges. That goes pretty smoothly. You have your square or rectangle in front of you, and it's just like this wonderful outline for your life. It's there. Then you're still excited. Mm-hmm. Now you've sort of arranged, all the pieces are uncovered, and it's the thrill of, I got part of the sky, or I got part of the sand. I mean, you're building your own little areas, and we could talk during this time. Because you don't have to concentrate so hard that you can't have an engaging conversation.
Oh, and you're known for your engaging conversations.
Yes, let me tell you. And you got a puzzle in my hand, and we're just talking about all kinds of things.
And what about when I love the part when you connect a section to the main part. Maybe you're working on the cat's ear, and then you figure out, or you think it was a cat's ear, but it turns out it was the grandma's shoe.
Oh, that's always true.
Oh, those are always fun.
But when you figure it, it's that thrill, that moment of, we're never going to get this. And then all of a sudden, the right piece falls in.
Just see it.
And it's like life. So many times, it's like life. You'll think it's one shade or one piece.
Yes.
And lo and behold, it's that funky piece over there.
Right in front of you. It sounds like we'll have to get back to, okay, we're going to come back to this again sometime, puzzles.
Yeah.
Puzzles are important.
It's huge.
We are going to have to come back to that.
We could actually just have a whole puzzle
But
podcast.
before we forget, I have an OK Boomer congratulations for you.
Oh.
We have a little award ceremony.
Yes.
OK Boomer, because Laura,
that's me,
ran a half marathon. Ran and finished.
The finished part is the one.
Ran and finished a half marathon, which is 13.1 miles.
It is.
Miles. It's like, that's about how far apart we live from each other.
Almost exactly.
Yes.
So very fitting. Yes.
So tell us a little about that.
For the first time in my life, I decided to run a half marathon. I have a group of gals that I run with. So we all went to the marathon. Half marathon was in Niagara Falls. It was an international marathon because the marathon started on the U.S. side and ended in Canada. So I don't know if people had to flash their passports.
Yeah, did they? Did you?
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't worry about it. I was just in Canada.
You just
ran along the river, absolutely gorgeous by the falls. It was beautiful. I'm just thrilled I did it.
And you felt good. You felt good?
Great.
Or you felt horrible?
No. I felt great. Now, my millennial, young, 30-year-old son-in-law was ahead of me. And it was the type of thing that we ran down, looped around, and then ran back so you could see the people heading back halfway. And I high-fived him happily, and he was going real fast, and I was real slow. But I didn't care. I just wanted to finish. And I did. And I actually felt pretty good.
Even that night, the next day?
Yeah, it felt great.
And will you do it again?
No, never.
Never?
No.
You'll do a marathon? Or you just never?
No, I may do a 5K or 10K. But I'm glad I did it. Just kind of one of those bucket list things.
I am very proud of you. Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer. Yeah, fist pump. So, Jean, this has been really fun just talking about our little Boomer lives. So I say we keep chatting.
Should we chat about us some more?
Sure. Why
Us.
not? Always fun to talk about ourselves.
Indeed.
And we are truly siblings.
Mhm.
We're the only siblings we have. It's you and me. That's
It is.
Just the two of us. And we have been privileged to always live fairly close to each other in beautiful Ohio.
Yes, beautiful Ohio. And you notice how we tie that in with our...
Did you guys recognize the theme song?
Yes, and Laura, I must compliment her. She played the piano music for it. She played it. The theme song is...
Beautiful Ohio.
in dreams.
I don't know the words. She's better.
But that's our state theme song. And we do live in beautiful Ohio.
And it is beautiful today. We actually have sunshine here in Ohio.
Yes,
So.
but by later in an hour, we could have rain. Then we could have high
Sleet.
winds, sleet.
Yes.
You never know. 80 degrees, swimsuit weather tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
It's fun. Go ahead. Let's share some things.
All right. Well, we'll share a little
See
bit
if you
about,
surprise me with anything.
because you've only known me for
A million years.
for so long, right?
Right.
Well, I don't want to say when I was born, but clearly born in the Boomer time range. I'd like to say on the younger end, but not really so much.
You are in the younger end of the Boomer range. You are.
I am, and I did I went to college, went to Ohio University, not the Ohio State, which we love and cheer for, but I went to Ohio U, got a degree in chemistry, and had 3 beautiful children.
Twins, 2 of them.
Yes, I have.
Obviously 2, but you have twins.
I do have twins.
Which is cool.
And they have an older sister. So wonderful, beautiful kids. Love them, love them. And then I was lucky enough to get remarried to a fabulous guy. Love him dearly. And then he has 2 children. So now we are a wonderful blended family of 5 kids, 5 millennials, I might say. So they give me a lot of information.
A lot. They just give you a lot.
They just give us a lot. So
And we love them dearly. And it's been fun to have such a big family because we have always been a smallish family.
Well, very small, because...
And now it's great for me to hear, you're going to see so-and-so, and you're going here, and you're going to Chicago, and you're going out west. And that's been
It's California, it's Texas,
Yes.
it's great. Well, and when we say small, we mean small, because both our parents, our mom and dad, were only children.
Right.
So
and
we
now
have
they're gone. So it was really down
It's
to...
just us.
It is.
So, what do? You just love your
You just
sibling.
say, okay.
You
just say,
get remarried
okay.
and get a blended family is what
So
you do.
tell me 3 things that I may or may not know about you.
3 things. Well, I think you know everything about me.
Oh, let's see.
Now, I'm going to ask you, do you know what my favorite color is?
I do not. No, probably really not.
It's kind of amazing. We're so
This
close.
new
and
gray
yet-
that you painted your kitchen?
No, not new gray. It's actually green. I love green.
Oh.
Did you know what my favorite class is to teach at our high school? I'm a substitute teacher.
I do think I know that. It's not English, but so
heavens no.
Tell everybody because it's very impressive. I could never
I don't
teach
know that
this.
it's impressive, but it's chemistry. I really like the AP chemistry at the high school.
Oh, yeah.
Which that type of background just lends itself perfectly for a podcast. Because if we ever need a chemical explanation for something, I'm your guest.
You are. We will call in a highly trained specialist.
Right.
And it'll be you.
Right.
So what was that? Your favorite color is green.
Yeah,
Your favorite subject to teach.
It's chemistry.
Yes.
And I am a realtor, but Yeah, I'm a realtor.
You are a realtor.
I am a realtor.
Yeah, that's fun to talk about.
And we'll talk about that another time. And then my last thing, do you know my absolute favorite food? I think you do.
I might. Oh, that's so hard to narrow down.
Because I love everything. I eat
Yes,
everything.
I might.
From Brussels sprouts to cream sticks. But they have to be maple flavored.
Oh, maple.
If it's not maple frosted, no, none of the powdered sugary stuff that gets over your face.
And how often do you eat said cream sticks?
I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 mornings a week. It's a dietary staple in my home.
I love it. Now that I did not know.
Yes.
That they were.
Yeah, I just polished my Monday morning cream sticks.
No wonder you're such a happy, frolicky mood. I love it.
Just a cream stick a day.
So green, chemistry, and cream sticks.
Yes, those. I'm so happy you remembered that.
5 kids. 5 kids, that's great.
5 kids. And you.
Me.
You, my dear.
I'm slightly older.
Just slightly.
In fact, this really astounded me. Do you know how many decades I have lived in?
I'm thinking.
Not decades of age, but that decades that I have touched. Like 2020 just started. So I'm starting with 2020.
Have we touched 5, 6? 6. I'm going with 6.
And
tell me it's 6.
I wish I could, but it's 8.
Are you kidding me?
We have actually,
no, it's not.
Our lives have touched 8 decades. It doesn't mean
but we're
80.
Not 80 years old.
We are not 80, but we have touched 8 decades. So that's actually awful and wonderful at the same time.
No, that's just terrifying.
But we've been blessed with long lives, and just think, wow.
It's still terrifying. I don't want to think of 8 decades.
We did 8 decades.
Can I just say,
not lived, we've touched 8 decades.
Isn't touching and living the same thing?
Well, I meant that we not 8 decades long. We're not 80.
we should just tell people we're 80. I think we talked about that earlier, where you just tell people the wrong age.
You did talk about that.
I did
can
talk
see
about
that working now.
Yes,
because even I would look younger than 80, I hope.
Yes, all right.
All right. Well, I
and what else?
had a wonderful sister. I had a wonderful sister.
Of course you did.
I went to the University of Akron, as did our mother, and as did my son. So we have a little legacy going there. I majored in speech pathology. I really like being a speech therapist. Then I went to law school. Then I got married, and then I became a mom. Sorry, I almost said that the opposite, but that's fine.
Yes.
And life's been great. Life's been fun. I'm thankful to say, filled with blessings and fun. And I'm sure you can guess what I really love to do.
Gee, this is a hard one.
Yes, this is a real hard one. I love to read and I love to write.
Yep, I would have said that.
And as one, measure of that, last year in 2019, I read and reviewed 160 books.
That's a lot of books.
I'm a wild one, aren't I? Just out there racing through those books. Wow. I loved every minute of that.
That is a lot of books.
And my favorite place to read would be in a lounge chair in the sun, looking out at Sandusky Bay, which is near Lake Erie.
Sandusky Bay. Our dad, when we would cross over this bridge, which went over Sandusky Bay, would always shout out, "We're about to go over Sandusky Bay." And I still say that every time.
Thank you.
A lot of years. Apparently 8 decades.
Pretty much. And I already told you about the 8 decades. And I have been starting to come up with the idea of travel bucket lists. And this past year, I had 2 places on my list. I only went to one. I wanted to go to...
I know this one.
Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
I really wanted to do that, but it's not...
It's hard to get to.
It's hard to get to. It's not near anything else that I particularly want to see. Sorry for the people whether it's in South or North Dakota. I can't remember that either. But sorry for that. But I do really, really want to go to Mount Rushmore, so I moved that into this year's list. But I did make it to see the Rockettes in New York City, and I really loved that.
The whole holiday show?
Yes. Christmas Spectacular. That was a fun trip. So here we are. It sounds like we're very okay.
We are okay. Just a quick question back with the Rockettes. Do you ever in your mirror pretend you're a Rockette? Like stand, I hate to say I've done this.
Have you? Tell me.
Like
No, this is a real secret.
It's a small little secret, but sometimes I hate to say it, I will stand there and try to kick high and be a Rockette in my little dream world.
Well, you would probably like to watch on YouTube. You can look up the life of a Rockette. Yes, it's fascinating.
Right. Noted.
So write that down. And I think it's time for us to say, okay, Boomer.
Oh, we are okay, Boomer. Do we need to leave?
Is
it time?
It is. It's time, but we will be back. We will be back with our podcast featuring the best of boomers, millennials, and everyone in between. And we want to thank Pat, our producer extraordinaire. She's really a rather glamorous person.
She is quite
Besides
glamorous.
very
Yes.
talented, she does our intros, and now she is going to say goodbye.
She will say goodbye, but from Ohio, beautiful Ohio, we say we'll talk to you next time. Hope you enjoyed this. Toodaloo.
Be sure to come back to beautiful Ohio and the OK Boomer podcast. To listen to previous episodes or to drop us a line, visit okboomerpod.com.